Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you hey okay in your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Are your girl Debbie from Dunga Yard. Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome once more. It is the Jamaican cooking journey. If you're new right on over here, special welcome. Those of you who were there with me from the beginning of this journey and you're still here, manners and respect. On today's episode of the Jamaican cooking journey, I'll be sharing with you how to prepare some Bulgar dumplings. You heard right, Bulgar dumplings. So the very first thing that you're gonna need is some pre-soaked Bulgar wheat. And some people who are not familiar, I don't know what Bulgar is, I'm gonna come to say, what is Bulgar? It is a wheat. This is what it looks like. And if it's not telling you enough, I think you can Google it. Okay, so that is the Bulgar before it was soaked. I have some here that I have pre-soaked. This is what it looks like when it's pre-soaked. Now I have got here some flour and a little cornmeal. You want to make the pre-soaked Bulgar and the flour be the same measurement. So you work on that. The pre-soaked, because when it's soaked, it becomes more. It's, it's wheat, dried. So when you soak it, so this is how it comes. So you have to soak it that it absorbs up most of the water, still soft. But you have the water running out. So when you soak it, this is how it looks. And soaking it can be about 2 to 3 hours, up to 4, to get it where you want it. So we have our cornmeal here, we have got our flour. Remember, the Bulgar, pre-soaked Bulgar wheat and the flour must be the same amount, same measurement. And then probably a quarter of that amount in cornmeal. You're going to need a little butter and you're going to need a little salt, water to put this dough together. I'm going to go wash my hands and return. You're going to need some water as regular as you're cooking any regular dumpling. And all of that, okay? Water as you're cooking a dumpling coming to a boil on the medium, and I just put a little oil in there, nothing much. You do what you want to do. Right on over here, I've got my water. I've just washed my hands. What we're gonna do, I am going to now put my pre-soaked Bulgar in with my cornmeal and my flour. I'm gonna put a little salt as you are putting when you're going to mix your flour, and I would say about a little less than half of a teaspoon. Okay, I don't like things too salty, so I'm gonna say a little less than half of a teaspoon, as this is not a teaspoon. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna use a spoon to incorporate the pre-soaked Bulgar wheat, the flour, and the cornmeal. And if you notice, it is looking like some kind of breadcrumb sitting right there, so no. And all of that. Getting it all mixed in. Yeah. All mixed in, and you want to put a little butter, put to your liking. It's not compulsory, but it will give you a better eating dumpling, more nicer. You can even have this without even any form of protein. So see what it is. So there is the moisture in the pre-soaked Bulgar, so you want to use your hands to get it. You don't want to start throwing any water as yet. You want to get all this, because you're not going to use a lot of water, because the pre-soaked Bulgar wheat there has some moisture, and it's going to bring the cornmeal and the flour together. You're going to want a little, not much. So we're putting it like this together. On the other hand, you might need to have a little extra flour in case you do need. So you pour a little. Remember, you're just treating it as your regular dough for your dumpling. So that would be it for now. And you just start to get the kneading process in. So you're going to knead in. You see it's coming to. You're going to knead in until all this moisture is absorbed. If you want a little more, you'll come back to do so. You don't want to get it too much on the soft side. So I don't think we want any more water. We have got enough moisture, and you can see the bulgur wheat coming out right there in this dough. Okay, we're gonna knead it and let it rest, and then while it rests, our water should be at the point in the next clip we'll be forming our dumplings and putting them to cook. I'll soon come. This is my dough. This is my bulgur wheat dough. You can see the wheat showing all through the dumplings. Remember, I did say the prior clip won't be the cutest of dumplings, but they will be the on the nicest of dumpling lists. So we have our water there, and we can up our flame a bit because it's about time for us to form these bulgur wheat dumplings right on over here. So if you have been here and you see me make dumpling, you see me doing the same thing. I'm stretching out the dough to accommodate what I want to do. So you break it off as with any other dough for dumplings. I'm gonna form them as my water comes to a boil. So you do what you want to do with them. I make my dumplings this way, so I'm gonna wait until, yes, my water is coming to a boil, and it doesn't have to be boiling. At this point, the water is at its hottest stage, because there in there the bubbles are forming. So at that point, the water is at its hottest point. When it starts to, and the bubbles starts releasing, you know, so at again, because the steam coming out in there with those bubbles is the steam. So you can put in your dumpling right there and then. Let me shape just like your regular dumpling, and you make your dumpling to how you want your dumpling. This dough is gonna be a sticky dough, but as you work around, your hands will be clean. So as some me make my dumpling them, make your dumpling for suit yourself. And I'm gonna be putting in one more to show you. So right there, I've got my dumpling, and I'm gonna get a pretty good amount of dumpling out of this dough here. So I'm gonna make me another one. You don't worry about right here. Can't even clean it off around here. This is how it's gonna be. You don't want to put too much flour that it's too dry. No, you don't want that. Because as this thing cooks, you know, the wheat is gonna come out even more. It's gonna get even more. It's gonna swell up more. I can't find the regular English word. It's gonna swell up more. I don't know me a patois mama. So one more in there, and I'm gonna go do the rest and come back. Okay, now our dumplings are in. Water is boiling, so you want to gently come with your spoon, whichever spoon you have, and you want to turn them around as with any other dumpling, so you see what they really look like right here. This is the bulgur wheat coming through, and as it cooks, the bulgur will expand and come out more in the dumpling. It is that when the dumpling is finished cooking, you have to see the bulgur printing all over. That's why it is called bulgur dumpling. So I add my salt in. But they put a little oil, not necessarily, but I did do it, and this is what it looks like. And you can see the bulgur come out more because it's been cooked. Now we are going to give it a thorough stir, and that helps the dumplings not to stick together. And you're going to put your pot cover. You're not going to cover it full because it will boil and it will come over. Now I'm going to reduce my heat to medium. We're going to let it cook for 25 to 30 minutes on the medium, coming along every now and then to stir around your dumplings. When they are ready, I'll come and I'll show to you. I'll cut open one and I'll add that. So family, this is our finished bulgur wheat dumplings. They have been cooked, and I left them for about 10 minutes just to settle down in the water. So this is what it looks like. Your perfect bulgur wheat dumplings. As I told you, they're not gonna be the cutest, but as you can see, the bulgur wheat is, you know, it has skin up its teeth right there. So this is our perfect bulgur wheat dumpling. In the next clip, I'll open one and show you what it looks like. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the inside. Perfectly cooked, perfectly cooked to the core. This is what it will look like. So from my kitchen to yours, from my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your palate, and most of all to your stomach, it is your bulgur wheat or Debbie's bulgur wheat dumpling done from scratch. Please do enjoy. Now, this dumpling can be served with anything. any protein type, any vegetable, steamed vegetable, from cabbage to callaloo to you know what. You can serve it with mackerel. You can serve it with sardines, curry chicken, stew beef, whatever you want to serve it with. Whatever you know we eat dumpling with, it can be served. It's just a different type of dumpling, but it is dumpling. I remember as a little girl growing up in the country, going to school, when the government would send all these bulgars and stuff to school, we would never get a white flour dumpling. We would always get bulgar dumpling. Okay? Healthy, nutritious. Back then we as children didn't know how nutritious it was, but from then I liked them, and it has been like decades I've seen this. So please do enjoy once more. If you have liked this video, remember to give me a big fat thumbs up. Remember to make sure that you are subscribed to the Jamaican cooking journey. When you subscribe, remember to make sure you press the notification bell and press the option, the 3 options to the right. Press the one that says all to be notified whenever I make a post or whenever I go live. People are saying they missed the live, they're not getting the notification. Very important to remember to watch the videos in its entirety. People who don't watch the videos right through, they're always not notified, because YouTube sees that. They just click on watch a little, click search through and watch the part that they want, and then click off. Don't watch the ads, then you won't be notified. Okay, remember to watch my ads and all of that. Remember to support my Patreon page. The link will be in the description of this video. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Try it and let me know in the comments below. Debbie's Bulgar Wheat Dumpling. Remember to be you, do you, and most of all, love you some Bulgar Wheat Dumpling.